Good morning. How are you guys? Xlorp and Scarab. Thank you. Yeah, making a little bit of progress. Right now, I'm just trying to fill out with detail the streets and the backyards. So that's been my goal of recent, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. My son pretty much made all the suggestions of what to put back here. He wanted a house for chickens, which is a chicken coop. He wanted a vegetable garden, which we have right there, and he wanted apple trees. And the funny thing is those are all like things that you would put in a backyard. So, well, I mean, apple trees are maybe a little bit different, but yeah. So, put in some apple trees for him. The child is wise. Yes, teaching him while he's young. Yes, this is the new project of mine there, Silku. I've been working on, so I only have a section done of it so far. Well, not done, but I've only really filled out this area right here. And I got a lot more to do. But for right now, this is a nice little chunk to fill out, and yeah. So you guys can help me decide on what we should do for today's stream. Number one, we can continue filling this area out with detail. We won't get much done. We'll probably be working back here, finishing the exterior to that house, maybe putting some detail up here on the wall, possibly working in this area. Like that's all we'll do if we do detailing. Number two, we could probably build those houses over there, in that house over there, exterior only. Number three, we could start planning out this area right here. So, would you guys like to do detailing, building houses, or planning? Let you guys kind of ponder over that for a minute while I take a sip of coffee. I gotta say, the most interesting thing so far is the statue. So right when you walk in through this gate here, you get a front view of the statue. To who it is, to who the statue is dedicated, I have no idea. But it's there. It is a guardian, I guess, of some kind of, I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Side view and everything is, I don't really do statues. I wanted to make a smaller statue, but man, I'm terrible at statues, so it's really hard for me to condense. I do have a design in mind for a small statue, but it would have been too small if I would have made it that way. So anyways, we got the gate, we got stables, we got sort of a, this is a garrison. There's going to be garrisons all over the place. Yeah, I can work on houses. I'm cool with that. We'll do that. Since that's the first suggestion in chat, I'm cool with that. So a lot of these houses don't really have purposes. I've just been building houses, to be honest. I really should start building houses with purposes in mind, because generally each house would have, of course, an occupation. I did do this. I got a potter's workshop back here. I got two kilns to heat them up. So you're able to use some biomes to get the ender portal stands, and you can make them into pots like that, clay pots. You got a place to mix up the wet clay over here, and then I still gotta build some more of the process, but overall, I'm happy with that so far. I do really like this put this little arch in right there. And also put this little, what is it called? A portico? A little modern architecture for our medieval building. But yeah, I really like this little arch right here. I want to add a lot more of those throughout. Also, I had this idea of, it's nothing fancy or anything, but I was thinking maybe what we could do is add in a bunch of different colored banners around the streets here. What I'm gonna do is first kind of build it. When I say banners, I mean just like something like that. Alright, and so then we kind of take some of that out. Alright. And let's go ahead and pop you in right there. In fact, let's just do that. Yeah, that way it's a little bit better. And then we can just kind of do stuff like this. And do you guys get the idea? I mean, this is pretty much a pretty generic detailing technique. But I thought it'd be neat, you know, just kind of add something like this in. I feel like there's too much. Like there needs to be some, I don't know, some breaks in it. What do you guys think about that? If we did those all the way along the streets, adds a little bit of something, I think. Now, we do have biome-specific flags specifically. However, I'm already dedicating a lot of biomes to a lot of different things. Like, for example, to get this roof tile, I have it to a certain biome. But anyways. Trifles. And I figured that would add a nice little bit of color. Obviously, there's some spots where we wouldn't be able to do it. Like right here, it would be too open. But just like you can do for corner from that building to that building over there. Maybe from the tower to that building. Tower to that building. And then maybe from that to the wall or something. But anyways, yeah, let's go build some houses. That sounds like fun. This is an inn right here. This whole kind of complex. That's the dark masonry. It's all one building. So you're gonna have the sort of large dining hall over here. Like this is all just gonna be one big hall in here with a bunch of you know, chairs and tables and things, and just a big open roof. And then you could walk across this thingamagob here, and then over here is where like the rooms will be for everyone to stay. And then back here there's going to be even more buildings, so like the innkeeper home will be back here, and then some stables for the travelers. And then back here is going to be where it's going to be like a chicken coop and whatever else we decide right there. 1 second, guys. Alrighty. So, this is actually really good. You guys can help me. Maybe this should be the innkeeper's house right here. What do you guys think about that? So you got the inn here. This is where everybody drinks and eats and whatnot. This is where everybody sleeps. If we were to make the innkeeper's home in there, it would take up a lot of space. So what if we make this where the innkeeper actually lives? And then, that would make sense. Now, I do need a blacksmith for this area. So what if we dedicate this last section here to the blacksmith? I'm also going to really kind of push back this terrain here. And we're going to put this farther back in here. And what we could do is we could make a decent size forge kind of in there. I don't know, maybe the forge should be in the front because it'd be more epic. So you're walking along the road here and you actually see the forge. I feel like that would be better than it kind of hidden in the backyard. I think that would probably be the better route. Also, another thing is, so when we get to this side, there's not really any buildings. However, I was thinking maybe we could put stables along these buildings or this area right here. So this is, both at 45-degree angle, and we could make just stables, no hayloft or anything. And we would have them sort of meet in the middle there. So that way we have room for a few more buildings in here, because this side there's not really any room for buildings, and there's not really anything I can do about that. My plan is, however, is eventually I'm going to wall this whole area in, and all of this is going to be part of the city. Then there's going to be a bridge going to this little island here, and this will be yet another part of the city. There's going to be, the wall is going to come all the way along here, and there's going to be these sort of canal gates there and there. There's going to be a little fort right here, and then it's going to keep going across, and then the wall is going to keep going along there. So literally it's going to be, and all of this is going to be in the industrial area. Sorry guys, I need to. It's literally 5 a.m. so I just woke up, and so you know how it is. You wake up in the morning and you got the morning voice. So yeah, this is all going to be industry right here. All of this is going to be walled in palace grounds. So the palace is going to be, let's just go over here. The palace is going to be over here. It's going to be somewhat designed like the Beauclair Palace on the Blood and Wine expansion of Witcher. It's going to obviously kind of follow the style of what we're going with, but if you guys recall the Beauclair Palace, and this is my my YouTube short, small hill location. But the idea is that this is going to be just this multi-layered palace of sorts. It's going to have a lot of crazy ornate towers, kind of like cathedral architecture. Definitely going to add to the hill and whatnot and build that up. And then there's going to be gardens and things around the base, and it's just, this whole area is going to be kind of dedicated to the palace grounds. And then I'm going to be actually doing a lot of terraforming. All of this island here, well, not all of it, but most of it out to here, I'm going to bring up to about this height. And then we're going to make the cathedral over here. Because I definitely want some space for the cathedral. And if I were to build the cathedral over here, we would have some problems, simply because even as much space as it looks, Once you start getting into the large architecture, this space will get used up very quickly because we're going to have the main city barracks is going to be right here, and that in itself is going to be quite large. So the three main large structures in the actual upper class city is the city barracks, the Colosseum, which is going to be my plan is to have it sort of right here, and then the cathedral, which will be over here. Also, I'm going to be terraforming this side out more. We can load it in, which means this is going to sort of like have a wall going straight out this way, and well, it's not going to be straight, but it's going to sort of zigzag and whatnot, and it's going to come all the way out to here. You see where all this like stony ground is? That's pretty much all going to be terraformed up, and then it's going to come back through here, and all of this is going to be upper class city. And there's only going to be two main gates to get from the lower side up. Obviously, that's one over there. And then the second one is going to be right here to the inside. So you got to come up this way, and then you can come into the city that way. And then this one's going to be flanked pretty well by this wall here. So anyways, I'm like super excited. Like I want to keep doing like the wall, but I know that if I do that, I'm just going to kind of like lose focus. So I want to try to I don't know if I'm going to completely finish this side. Like I want to detail everything. I want to get the detail filled out. The one thing that I'm dreading is the interiors, because with Vanilla Conquest, it is a nightmare with interiors simply for the reason of biomes. And obviously, you cannot get anywhere near the detail that you can with Conquest Reforged. But, you know, this is the choice I made. I chose to build in Vanilla Conquest because I felt like it would be easier, which it is. Conquest Reforged tends to overwhelm me because if I were to just do one small section of my build, I'd be stuck on that small section of the build for about as long as it takes to do as much as I'm doing right now, you know? Like, say, for example, I'm doing Conquest Reforged, I'd be stuck on just this section, right? For as long as I've been building this project, because I'd have to layer all the walls, I'd have to do all kinds of crazy stuff. Hey Django, welcome to the stream. But with Vanilla Conquest, I'm able to do all this, which, you know, greatly makes me very happy. Because for me, I like to see progress. And if progress is really slow, and especially with the amount of time that I'm able to dedicate, it's very discouraging for me because, yeah, I just like to see things get done. I like to see progress. And, you know, a lot of people don't understand that. Like, you know, well, what happens, happens, right? And I'm just like, no, I got to get something done. So. But long story short, something is getting done now. So I'm happy about that. And progress is progress. So we're going to go ahead and dig that down. This is going to be the sort of like access way back to here. Django, we're going to go with the buildings built into the wall here. In fact, I've kind of like used that idea because I originally wasn't going to do that because I was thinking of like it being a defensive flaw. But then I'm like, yeah, might as well, because it is real estate and we might as well use it up. So got one house built into the wall there. Obviously I should have built it with the angle, but I wanted to fit it into the backyard better. It looks a little strange, but hey, I'm building in that vanilla style. So I'm not building in the typical conquest, the typical conquest style that you guys would expect. Because there is a sort of conquest style that most of the community builds in, which is a very realistic kind of style. And that is not what I'm doing. So I do try to do various types of masonry for these houses. Like I want to try to do something different for this one. I want to try to avoid bricks for now. There are certain types of masonry and things that I'm trying to save up for when I get to the main city area. We got mud bricks. Interesting. Okay, so those are like the same, aren't they? So they're like slightly different. Interesting. Every building in front of a wall is a defensive flaw, but also an advantage, since no siege machines can get to the wall until torn down. This is true. This is true. But still, I mean, even with the buildings down here. See, the thing is, this is layers of defense. Like, this is not even the first layer of defense, Django. Like, just because I haven't built the next section doesn't mean that there's not going to be something there. Oh, we'll see. But anyways, like, there's still going to be even another wall up here. I'm going to be building up these islands. So, like, all these, not all these islands. I'm thinking, like, this island here, all of this, like all of this area. So there's still going to be more defenses outside these walls, but there's going to be, my plan, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but my plan is to swampify all of this water. Like, all of this is going to change from being a lake and become a swamp. That is something I would like to do. Whether that happens or not remains to be seen, because that is a lot of work, and that's just terraforming, which is not necessarily something that I tend towards, but I do think that it would suit that area nicely. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go ahead and make this out of our brown stone here. So anyway, I built a continent-sized city since every defensive wall needed another defensive wall. This is true. This is true. And by the way, hey, Django, still, nobody lives here. There's houses, but that doesn't mean anybody lives here yet. I know that you were like, when I was just building the walls, you're like, so how many people live in your great walled city? I'm like, 0 as of right now. So, Christmas is right around the corner, y'all. I hope you all are ready and excited. I know I am. I'm going to be going up to my parents for 3 days. Well, 2 days, technically. We're going to go up Sunday evening, spend all day Tuesday, or all day Monday, which is Christmas Day, of course. And then let's see, what day does that lead into, which is going to be Tuesday. Tuesday, we're going to come back home. Once it's all done, no idea, Lord. No idea. I'm not even going to guess. It'll become like my home. People just come for work, and every night they are basically dead since no one can afford to live there anymore. Oh, man, that's sad. That is sad, Django. No, but seriously, that's where I live too. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just to rent a basic 1-bedroom apartment in my city costs about $1,200. $1,200. It is insane. When my wife and I just, let's see, 7 years ago, just 7 years ago, we were living in an apartment. And that apartment only cost us, get this, $650. And we were there for 4 years. So that was nice. But unfortunately, things have gotten far more expensive. Now, we did our mortgage our mortgage price is very very. It's set and it's very affordable. So that is a nice thing about our situation right now. Hopefully it stays that way. My one gripe though is I do wish that I lived out in the country. I'm more of a I like woodlands. I mean, most of it is inhabited, but land value more downtown is yeah. Richmond, good old Richmond. My uncle used to live down there, and we used to go down and visit him. I live up in Maryland. But yeah, I remember Richmond. That is it's quite a place. Alright, so I'm still trying to decide sort of like the design of this house. Obviously, it doesn't need to be anything too extraordinary simply because it's just like an innkeeper's home. So I am thinking about kind of framing it in with some logs. So maybe what we can do is grab, I don't know, let's do some birch. I don't know, it might be too close in color. I think it'd be fine. Honestly, because the reason why I think it would be fine is because I do like the stark contrast of this sort of light colored building and then that building, the inn over there. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and bring this up right here. I do feel like maybe I should have some sort of like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do here. Bring that in. And then I think what we're going to do here is make like a opening. And then it's gonna overhang on top. I don't know what's gonna be in there or why I'm doing it this way. In fact, we don't need to do that. We can just take that out. And this, yeah, this can just be like a, I don't know, a garage or maybe even like a place for the innkeeper's animals? I don't know. That is a problem for later. For right now, we're going to just keep throwing in some random stuff. Is that 5? No, that's 4. How do I want to handle that? Hey there, Matt Z. Welcome to the stream. Take myself a sip of coffee. Honestly, I really like this building style. The style is very Mod Podge. It's very, you kind of just put in whatever works. That's been my building style. And it's been working out so far. Okay. There's that. And then we got to figure out sort of what our masonry is going to be for this building. Are we going to go, or not masonry, but so like, for example, not masonry, but the framing. So like this house has tan framing, this house has white framing, this house is just like wood paneling. White. It's mainly like tan and white. Do we have any other types of like plaster or options? I would like to try something different. I don't want to try the colored stuff yet. I'm saving like the really fancy colored stuff for when we get up to when we get up to the rich district. That's where I'm going to be starting to use stuff like that. So like I want to use sort of plain colors. So like we have orange, that's going to be rich. I think magenta will be rich. We do have light gray, however, I feel like that's more of like a masonry. It's not really. Yeah, purple is going to be up in the rich district. Blue is not going to be used here. I guess we're just going to keep using white terracotta for this, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Honestly, I mean, it's just like, you can just like imagine it's just like a basic plaster, which is perfectly fine. Okay, and then let me sort of, do need to kind of figure this out here. Build the earth. I think I heard about it back in the day. Well, build the earth. I know that they were starting a project of building earth, but I never really kept track of that. I was just like, oh, that's cool. Well, I appreciate that, Mad Z. Yeah, we're getting a little bit done. I'll just do a quick little show. I'm not gonna fly around all over the place, but I'll just come up in the air and show you real quick. We're just working on filling out the city right now. Especially on console. Appreciate that, man. Are you talking about the white plaster here? You has to make all that in World Painter. Yeah, that would be a rough job. Okay, so we do need to frame this somehow. So generally what I'll do is this. But I don't know if that is really what I want to do right here. I don't know. I think we might be okay. Because this adds in our sort of vanilla technique. We're just gonna raise that up. Yeah, there we go. And then in between these sections here, I think we're gonna use spruce. I don't know. Spruce feels a little bit strong for the palette we're going for. So maybe I'm between birch and oak. Birch and oak. Let's see what birch looks like. Honestly, I don't... Okay, never mind. I have used a little bit of birch. Okay, that's not enough contrast. I feel like oak is going to be the sweet spot. Yeah, I like that. We'll put that right there. And... bada beam, bada boom. Very nice. Alright. But yeah, slowly but surely we're making some progress. I've been very happy with this project so far. This is definitely one of those projects that I personally feel like I'm going to be sticking to. We'll see. But I do believe that this is one of those projects that I'll be able to hold on to. Especially because I'm building, number one, I'm building alone. And I'm just kind of slow rolling it. I'm trying not to set any expectations. So I feel like the only thing that will separate me from this project is if there's somehow some corruption. You know, maybe the world corrupts or something. I've been making backups. I do need to periodically put those backups onto another drive, because that is another common things that happens is the drive that you use ends up burning out. So if that's the case, then I need to make sure I have different drives available. Hey, Brune, welcome to the stream. All right. Oops. I feel like there's some like hardcore Conquest users in chat, and they're watching me build in this style, and they're like cringing so hard. They're like, Dukon, what are you doing? This is sacrilege, blasphemy. I'm like completely parting from the Conquest style. Going back to my roots, back to my Raven days. But then again, when building in vanilla, it is really, really hard to build proper, realistic stylization because severe lack of texturing, severe lack of depth capabilities. I've seen it done, though. I have seen it done, especially by history builds and oh, what's his face? Butterman. Claw's eyes out. It's too blacky. And see, this is what I'm talking about with biomes. You see how this looks all rough? And then suddenly the back here looks all clean. That is the joys of biome specific. And sometimes it can be stark. Like it could go to like some sort of like mesa biome looking clay, which definitely does not fit a stucco house. All right, so we do got to start peeking this thing. So I think what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna do a half hip roof here. So that means that we can have a lower roof. I think what we're going to do is this is going to have a shallow. It's going to start out shallow and then got to kind of come up with a roof style here. This is definitely going to be half hip over here. Now it will be a little tricky because it is an even space. Still learning with this pack. Yes. There's always something to learn. Learning from me though, I don't know. But at least, it's something to look at. Yeah, I really hope that I know that there's been somewhat of a lack of Conquest content in the community lately. And that does kind of bother me. Hopefully we'll start seeing some more stuff in the near future. But we'll put a bay window right there. You know what? I'm having some frame rate issues. I'll try a lower render distance. If that doesn't work, then I'm probably going to have to switch back to no shaders. It's very frustrating because I like shaders, and I think you guys might like shaders too. But so much a man can do. Me here making organics in vanilla. What do you mean, you blocky? Yeah, I love Conquest Reforged. I love it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, it's just makes me anxious. It makes me so anxious. Something I wish I didn't have to deal. I didn't deal with, but I do. When I cannot get much done, that definitely causes me a certain amount of anxiety. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna test this out. Okay. It's gonna have to be higher. There we go. We'll go ahead and remove all these. Okay. All right. I think I can make that work. Yes, yes, it is. It is. That's exactly why. And it causes problems for me. All right, I can live with that. So we're gonna have to choose a roof stylization too. And then also, I want this side to jut out one more block. So basically what's going to happen is this is going to be like this. And that's going to come up just a little bit more, something like that. So it's going to be like that, that, and that. Okay. Where did I come out? Oh, I came out one high. Okay. That, and then we will use something different for this roof. Okay, let's try to think of a roof tile for this. So, what do you guys think would be the ideal roof type for this? I do want to have something different than that. Honestly, let's go back here. I used the blue. Yeah, we'll just use this. Now, unfortunately, with this block, we do not have the any stair blocks or anything, which is a frustrating thing for sure. But we are in vanilla, so we have an excuse. So pretty much that will be the roof there. So what have you been building lately there, Adzi? Okay, I'll have to make that actually a little bit taller. Let's see, are we getting too tall? No, we're still good. We're still good. Okay, doesn't need to go all the way to there. And so we're gonna half hip the roof. The only issue we're gonna have with this, I already see, simply because we're using blocks, but I have a way that I think we can make that work. I'm going to use stair blocks there, but, you know, obviously not the clay because we can't use the clay. Okay. And let's just go ahead and stack that. Right now, it looks pretty cheesy. But the idea is that eventually it'll look decent. Stack 15 minus A. Stack 19 minus A. There we go. This is how everything I build always starts out. It always starts looking like this. But trust me, just give me some time. Give me some time. And we will eventually make this look like it belongs here. It just takes a while. It takes a minute. Okay. Honestly, I think we're going to take that out because that's just going to be in the way. And then... yeah. Trust the process. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. All right, so take you guys, put you like that. Driving me crazy. Yeah. Are you building in vanilla, or are you building in Conquest Reforged? Because in Conquest Reforged, there are some decent ways of doing that. But yeah, in vanilla, yeah, there are some complications with building carriages. If you want to make a quote-unquote king's carriage, you practically got to make a house on wheels, which generally does not look all that great. Yeah, I'm gonna like this. This is gonna look great. And then I think let's see here. Do I want to see what I want to do is push this out right here. I really like that overhanging style, so I guess we're just gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do it on this side. Not quite sure. Maybe we'll just do it just like we did down below. I don't know. I don't like that either. What we could do is this right here. And then something like that. And then we got to do something for the edge. Possibly. I don't know. That doesn't work very well. Brick doesn't work. Man, I wish we had something other than stone. I guess endstone will have to work. Flintstone's car. But they look weird in a city because of their size. Yes, exactly. Honestly, you know, what if we do a 3? No, that would look. That would look. Yuck. No, thank you. I'm seeing problems here. Okay. I think we're gonna be okay. Put a frame right there. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking of changing the upper floor into paneling instead. What do you guys think? Should we keep it white plaster or should we change it over to wood paneling? Because I've done that in some other places where I had white plaster for the mid floor, and then I change it over to wood paneling as you get higher. There's still enough room to get around the side here. I think we'll probably put an arch right here, connecting the house to the wall. I think that would fill that in quite nicely. Like I said, we're going to dig that back, and then this is going to be all the blacksmith right here. Okay, what did I do over here? Okay, so this is just flat. Okay, I see what happened there. Okay. So what if we do something like... It is a 3 space, so that is at least something that's on our side. Okay. And the base is just the top end roof. The base is just the top end IE roof, yeah. Do you, does Bedrock have the custom armor and shields from Conquest? Because I'll show you what I do for wheels. I know we do have biome-specific wheels as well. I'll show you guys an example of a biome issue. Oh, where is it? I fixed a few of them, but I know that I left a few. Here we go. We do have biome-specifically wheels, oak doors. I used to have these all as oak doors. I changed the biome so that I could have these pots. These pots right here. And it messed up my shutters. And so you always have to figure out alternatives. But what I have been using for wheels is the shields. The big round shields. I gotta go take a bath. Alrighty, Brune. Enjoy that bath. Alright, so back up over here. That is definitely one thing that is a very helpful feature. Yeah, I think we'll just keep it as... We'll just keep it as the white plaster. Actually, maybe what we can do is take the wood paneling and just put it in certain areas where we don't need the plaster. That's a good spot for the plaster or for the paneling right there. Right there. So yeah, that way it kind of like breaks it up a little bit. I like that. Dukan likes. Yeah, that looked nice. I'm cool with that. Honestly, I have no idea what to do here. It's gonna look really weird with a bay window right there. But I guess we could put larger bay windows there. I think it'll be fine. It's not like you're gonna be able to see it anyways. It's so stormy outside. This time of year stormy? Like lightning storming or like snow storm? We don't have that. We are requesting, so hopefully it'll be. Yeah, I'm curious how hard it would be to get you guys that feature. in my mind, it's just something that you can just copy and paste over. But I guess the format of Bedrock is that much different than vanilla. Okay, and then we're going to connect those like this. And then we got to figure out the backside, which is well, this specifically, but which is going to be a challenge all on its own. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That works. Like the wind bans street light poles and throws trash cans around the street stormy. Oh, wow. Well, hopefully your building doesn't blow away, Django. But yeah, I guess you are in an old building, so if it's lasted that long, it should last a little longer through another storm, right? It's the process we go through for add-ons. It's a nightmare. Yeah. I know that, see, I haven't really, I used to always kind of stay in touch with Fish and Phil and what's going on with the pack and whatnot, but ever since I've sort of dipped out of being sort of, I would say, like a primary content creator, yeah, I've just kind of been doing my own thing. So I don't really talk to them anymore. But yeah, otherwise I'd ask and see what's going on with the textures. They are. But my thought in the process is it feels like Fish is sort of like he's focusing more on doing stuff that actually makes him money than on Conquest. I mean, he still does Conquest, but I feel like it's become sort of like a very background type of thing that he does, which makes sense. You know, you gotta pay the bills, gotta eat, gotta do what you gotta do. I know all about that. And also, he's a very analytical individual. So, like, when it comes to building or even using his pack for, building stuff, he's not really into that. He only wants to build for a purpose. Like, a lot of us just build because it's relaxing. It's a nice little thing to do. It just feels right. But for Monsterfish, like, he has to build like it's going to be a PvP map or something of that nature. Otherwise, he's just like not even gonna touch it. A spawn or a hub or something of that nature. I'm doomed. World War II. Rubble. Very nice. Keeps me saying building. Yes. Yeah, building is one of those things that always draws me back in. Like, I keep trying to get away from it. And the reason why I try to get away from it is I focus more on IRL. I'm taking a break from the gym right now. But starting the new year, I'm going to go back into that. And then it will take up a lot of time again, but it's something I need to do. But yeah, that's just, life. Life just takes up a lot of time. And like, I already spend a good bit of time with my family. So it's honest, like, I only really have time for 2 things. And, you know, generally it's Minecraft and family, which is funny. But then I get back into the gym, and then this becomes, like, hard to balance. But I still get a little bit done. I mean, like, I'll get my workout in, and then I still got, like, an hour before I got to go to bed. So I'll spend 45 minutes on here, get a little bit done, and then head to bed. Because for me, I got to be up at 4:30 in the morning, and my workout usually starts at 6 to 6:30 in the evening. And I usually get about an hour and a half to 2 hour workout in, which puts me at around 8 to 8:30. And then I try to be in bed by 9:30. So it gives you an idea kind of what my schedule is like. And then I work from 6 o'clock till 4 o'clock. Hey, Proprio, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right, plenty of room for something back here. All right, yeah, well, I mean, I already know what's going to go back here. It's going to be stables. Like a stable, hayloft type of deal. That'll look pretty nice. So, Proprio, we are building a city. A city, I guess a citadel. But yeah, right now what I'm working on is I'm building this house here. And let's see, I got 1 hour left. So we'll probably have the stables roughed out as well. Thank you, Proprio. Appreciate that. Take some time, but we're going to inch away at it. Hopefully get somewhere good. Just keep building. It's one of those just keep swimming memes. Oh my. Yeah, seriously, I'll be honest, this has been, I did really like Dune Kaladin. Dune Kaladin was definitely one of my top favorite builds to do. But, I don't know, I feel like this one's kind of taking the cake right now. I'm not sure if you guys even remember Dune Kaladin. But it was that Iron Age build that I did. That I participated in. I was building that with the my fellow Duconians. But I've always wanted to build another Citadel. See, in my mind, I did Crine wrong. If you guys don't know what Crine is, then you must be very, very new. But yeah, so Crine was one of those things that just became a mess. Whereas I'm being far more methodical with how I'm building this, and it's a very important thing when you're building something of this size. And I've also become very good at sort of eyeballing things and kind of understanding how things work. So that way when it comes to executing plans, I've gotten pretty good at knowing how much space I'm going to need. It's just like a whole list of things that
think I've finally gotten down. Like, for example, not using Conquest Reforged for this project is a big thing. All right, so I got to figure out how I'm going to make that step from each. Guess we could do that. All right. That's like something. I guess what we could do is this, honestly. That way we get a little bit more something going on, and then we could do this, which I think actually looks better. Yeah, that looks better. But yeah, crying, that was fun. Crying out loud. Oh, the age-old joke. I'd love to build your tavern. You've done the big one, but you're like Roadrunner so fast. Yeah, my suggestion, just don't. Don't. I get so many complaints on that video. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, my whole point with that was not necessarily for block by block. I just wanted people to see sort of what I built, and if they wanted to build something that was inspired by it, cool. But I guess my technique did not work out because there's a lot of people in the comments that are like, "You're going too fast." My whole point with that video was, you know, you're not necessarily supposed to copy this. But, oh well, it's okay. Yeah, it looks fine, I guess. There's still going to be more layers of detail in here too, so it's going to keep developing. This and that's actually, I think we're gonna do this. Yeah, I like that. And then that'll be a event up here. All right, and then we're gonna change that over to maybe this. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. I think it's because they wanted the right blocks for height and stuff. Yeah, I haven't watched that video in so long, so I don't even know what I said on the video or what I did on the video. I just look at the comments. And that's like my most commented video. So many complaints. It's funny. It's funny. I get a good kick out of that. Okay, come on. Where's my barrels? There's my barrel. All right. So we're gonna put one there. Honestly, I don't even know why I'm putting barrels here because we're not even gonna see them. Well, I guess we will see the inside, at least one of these. I'm gonna do that. These just make nice fasteners, I think. Yeah. Cool beans. And the detail is what's gonna make this. We don't have the detail in yet, so. Honestly, I feel like open-ended logs are probably the best for this. Not oak. We want birch. Because generally what I'm going to do for open-ended logs is take wooden buttons and do that. I don't know why, but I like it. It adds just like something. A little bit of detail. Cool beans. Yeah, I do a few block by block because generally that's what mainstream wants. I mean, I don't do any block by block now. I don't do anything. I was lucky to get that one short out. I do plan on having another. It's funny how this works. I do plan on having another YouTube short by the end of the year. That is in an ideal world. Here, I need to find a biome really quick. We're gonna do fancy kill glass. So that means we're gonna need taiga. Give me a second, guys. I got to set a biome. Ooh, this is dangerous. 1. Position 2, set biome. I really hope that it doesn't ruin my roof. Don't ruin my roof, please. I guess I could have used white stained glass. Or even green. The problem is with stained glass is shaders just don't work with them. It's so frustrating. I get so frustrated with this. Like, the only shader pack that seems to work with stained glass is Chocapic. So we're gonna switch to Chocapic High real quick. I'll show you guys. It does take a while for it to load. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, in Chocapic, let's go see if we can find some stained glass. Here we go. There's some stained glass right there. You can kind of see that. Here we go. Stained glass right there. You can see that. Why is it that Chocapic is like the only shader that actually works? Honestly, I think I could probably just build in Chocapic. This is... I like this. I like how vibrant it is. Yeah, I'm pretty cool with that. We'll keep doing Chocapic. Why not? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and build our roof out right here. Honestly, I think we're gonna do something like that. Now, do I want to double it up like I did over here? What do you guys think? I'll show you what I mean in just a second here. So should I double up the edge on the gambrel side? Not the gambrel, I guess the half hip side. Should I double it up like I did over here? Or should I just do like a 1x like this? Either way, I don't mind. Whatever you guys think. I'm cool with whatever. Yeah, I haven't been building in, I don't even know why I haven't been building in Chocapic. But I do like how vibrant this shader is. That is nice. Vibrant sky. blow it up. Alrighty, so the next thing on the list is we're gonna need some of that, and we're gonna do some of this. We're not gonna need all that, but it's there for now. Oh, yes, okay. So we do need that there. There we go. And then we're going to use some of that. And then we're also going to need that right there. So this is where it's gonna start getting a little bit tricky because of reasons. Okay. Oh, okay, never mind. I'll make that work. Okay, and then we still got to make this side work. So what we're going to do is use this guy. And we're going to use that guy. We're going to do that. Very fantasy designed house. But you know what? I'm cool with that because the city is very fantasy designed. So, nothing wrong with that. In my opinionated opinion. Oh, wait, did the glass turn correct? Yes, it did. Okay, good. Yes, I wanted the fancy glass. What about the roof? Good. Oh, shoot. I don't think that is because of the biome that I switched over here, though. I think that's probably something that was existing. I just haven't noticed it yet. We also got to put like a porch on the back or something. That one's a little tricky. I think we're just going to do that, and then we're going to do something like that. There we go. Adds character. That's right. Yeah, I was just talking earlier. This is not the typical conquest style that we're building in. Probably got some hardcore conquesters in chat cringing. What is this? What is this subpar style that you're building, Ducon? How dare you? Okay, so I would like to and maybe like a cupola. That's gonna be complicated. And if I were to do Vanilla Star goes fancy schmancy. Yes, he did. Oh my. That would look absolutely disgusting. All right. So we got to figure something out for up there, but I don't know if I'm quite yet. I don't know if I'm quite there yet. And that would look horrible. That would look even more horrible. What about that? Yeah, I can live with that, I think. Probably just do that right there. Yeah, that way it just kind of like gets there gets in the window a little bit more. We're gonna make this into a bay window right here, meaning we're gonna take some spruce. Give me some of that spruce. There it is. And then we're gonna do that. And I would like to do. It's okay. We're not even going to see the grass. We're not even going to see the grass. We're going to change that over to, please. Uh-huh. Yes. Biomes are the worst. They're the worst. Okay, and then on top of that, we're just gonna, I don't know, rose bush and that. There we go. That way you don't even see, you don't see it from down here, so that's good. At least there's something. I do feel like the white plaster is slightly off-putting, but oh, come on. But if we were to do this like that, okay, that's a little bit better. I can live with that, I think. Yeah, I know it's twos, and I wanted that challenge, weirdly enough. Honestly, do I think that I should bring that window down? Or maybe what I could do... Ooh, I have an idea. It's not a great idea, but it's an idea. What if we did that instead? Okay. Yeah, I think I can live with that. Bring down. Yeah, it's probably too tall. That's probably what the whole issue is. Yeah, I think that was the issue. Yeah, that looks better. Cool with that. Meaning then we can also bring that back to where it was. That way it, yeah, looks nice. All right, and then we can take our fence pieces. And we cannot take our fence pieces. We can put one there, and I guess there's really nowhere to put it there. Okay. We'll probably have like a tree here or something as well that will we'll definitely have a vine here or something. So like it's layers of detail that will really bring it together. So like you got to have certain eye catchers. Like for example, you got this vine right there. Got that vine right there. You know, you got vines every now and then that just really help bring things together. So it's all about strategic contrast whenever you need to put it. honestly feel like we need to have less logs there. Bring it down like so. And then what if we did this? No, that would not look good. We need bushiness on bedrock. Yes, yes. I guess you guys don't have that, the fancy, the way the leaves are in bedrock, do you? You guys just got this, the box leaves. Yeah, man, I don't know if I could do that. That would be pretty rough. Okay, not that. What if we do oak? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm cool with that. We got the front side sort of figured out. I think what I'm going to do is leave the rest for my own, on my own time. I'll probably get it finished tonight. But right now, what I would like to do is try to work out what this backside's going to look like. Well, and I'm even noticing, I'm in Chocopic right now, and the shader is actually really good on my frames. I'm not really lagging or anything, which is wow. So honestly, I think Chocopic's gonna be my shader. So we do have a big problem back here. So I changed the biomes. Oh my goodness. I don't think taiga's gonna work. Oh boy. Yeah, it's all taiga. I think we're just gonna have to switch. We're gonna have to switch back to windswept hills. I can't do taiga. This the grass color is horrible. Absolutely horrible. That will switch it over to the arched glass, which is fine. I was hoping to have a different type of glass there, but I just cannot. I cannot live with that grass color. Yeah, there we go. See, we just changed it back. We're gonna have to change that over, but you see, I mean, it's still a decent glass. It's just, yeah. Yeah, it's like a burnt color. Yeah, I can't live with that. Because I really like green stuff. Especially in this build, so if I were to try to put any grass or anything around, it would all be that burnt color. And yeah, that does not work out for me. I wish that there was a way to affect biomes singularly. There used to be what was called a biome stick that would affect only one block at a time. And that was very handy because it would not affect a large swath. It would just affect the single block that you're trying to change. And yeah, I really liked that, but I don't even think something like that exists anymore. I think the way biomes work even has completely changed from back then. I don't know much about it, so I don't really have too much insight into that subject. All right, so if we're gonna do a stables here, I guess what we can do is we can kind of attach it to the building and then sort of organically follow it around. Probably stop it here and then some kind of like backyard space right there. Now, the question is do we want to make it out of masonry or do we want to make it out of framing? What do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer the wood framing or otherwise? I'll wait for you guys to answer. Anybody have a preference? Framing or masonry? Kurgan, how you doing, my man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's going to be built into the, it's going to be built back into the cliff. Masonry. Alrighty, masonry it is. So let's choose what masonry we want to do. Honestly, let's kind of keep it to the style. So this is sort of like just like a back shed type of thing. I do want to keep it somewhat organic, so I want to try to follow the cliff. Kurgan, what have you been up to? Otherwise, just to disagree. What have you been up to these days? It's good to see you. Hope you are faring well. I almost feel like it needs to dip quicker. I don't know. We'll just keep doing this. Alright, and then I think we're just gonna do the corner like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stalls. It is what it is. Can't have everything. And then I think we're gonna use stone brick for... Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. I was like, something's not right here. Now I know what it is. There we go. Working, studying in Baldur's Gate. I don't know what you consider the same one from last time, Kurgan, but this is the project I'm working on. I'll up my render distance a little bit so you can see a little bit more. But currently, I am working on the lower middle class. This is not even the poor district. The poor district will probably be over here, here, here. Actually, this is going to be industry. Probably have more middle class. Probably poor there, middle class, maybe some poor in there. Yeah, anyways, long story short, still a long way off from really deciding all that. But yeah, this is more like a middle class district that we're building because all the houses are very kind of individual and not smashed together. Building a very vanilla style right now. Hey, look, Kurgan. I made a statue. Not much time for anything else. Yes. And then, been working on detailing recently. Detailing takes a lot of time, as I'm sure you are well aware. My son was helping me build this backyard here. I was like, what should I put here? He's like, put a house for chickens. I'm like, okay. I was like, all right, so what should I put here? Put a place for vegetables. I put a place for vegetables. And I was like, what should I put back here? He's like, put apple trees. And I'm like, okay. So fortunately, I was able to build everything he suggested. Now, he did suggest other things that I couldn't build. Like he suggested put a crab house back here on the hill. He is 5 years old, so he's very imaginative. What else did he suggest? Oh yeah, he said put a church back here too. I'm like, I don't really know I could put a church back here. Anyways. Got a little well right here. A little grocer. Herman's Market. No idea what that means. Come back here, and we got ourselves a potter's workshop. A crab house. Yes, that's what he suggested. Like I said, an imaginative lad. He has an incredible imagination. Like, insanely incredible imagination. It's almost kind of scary. Okay. Take that back here. And okay, yeah, that is one thing I don't really like about Chocopic. Now it's coming back. Is the how the lights scatter like that. Like when you're in shadowed areas. You guys see that? That's one thing. I think that's why I didn't use it in the past. Or why I haven't been using it. There we go. Tell him why not. Well, you see, little Drew Khan. In our world, there is a faith of the eight that evolved from 16 hours of lore later, and this is why not. Yes. Okay, so now we got to build the roof into the hillside. Honestly, we could have a loft in this thing. Yeah, why not? Let's do a loft, guys. Let's do a loft. That's not gonna look good. Let's do let's do stone brick. Stone brick would be fine, I think. And yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and build it into the house. Just make use of that space. Okay, and then let's do this all the way along like so. And we're just going to use full blocks for the roof. Probably just use the same blue tiling as that. We're only going to go 3 high with this. Kurgan always has a has an emoji for everything. Okay. So, I am curious. How far back is this going to go? Honestly, maybe what we should do is just, maybe we should just use half slabs. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Now, what I could do is something like that. Just to make it the angle a little bit shallower. I think that'll be perfectly fine. Yeah, that's not going to be too big of a deal. Okay. Yeah, we'll make this work. If anything, I'll just bring out the cliff a little bit more. Which is, again, perfectly fine. Yeah, I think what I'm just going to do is bring the cliff out to meet. Well, except for back here, of course. Can't really do that. Well, I guess I could. Yeah, I'm just going to bring the cliff out here. There it is. Just kind of bring the stone up into the wall there. There it is. Just gonna have to remember to fill that in down lower. We're also gonna have to somewhat retexture the wall, which is not gonna be too big of a deal. But yeah, I kind of like that. And then we can start bringing it back down on this side, which is really simple because it's just a straight shot. Just like that. All right. And there we have it. We got ourselves a stable thing back here. Trust me, we're not even close to being done yet. We got a long way to go. Oh boy. So yeah. Kurgan, why don't you get off Baldur's Gate and come build something or go texture some helmets? Who got time for other games when you got this to do, you know? Can't be spending time on other stuff. I mean, that's absurd. Okay, yeah, this is just like detail. It's significant. Why do I hear spiders? I thought I killed everything. I got mobs spawning off. What? Still, with a mob spawner, it should still not have any mobs, right? That's strange. Because I do have mobs spawning off. It's interesting. This is very interesting. Still a bit burnt out from texturing. I can understand. I can understand. What if we did that instead? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. And then what if we did this? Like so. And then I'm going to change all of that shenanigans over to this. I don't know if I'm going to change all of it, though. We do got to make a loft. We'll just do this. I don't know, maybe keep it oak up top. I don't know, oak down low I think actually looks better. And then we have all of this up here changed over. Yeah, I think we can work with that. Username time capsule. Okay. Here we are. We're going to take our... Let's find a spot. We're going to put it right here. So we're going to do Brune 5. Everybody is a cutie. Some of us are just hidden by mental scars. There it is, Brune. Everybody is a cutie. Some of us are just hidden by mental scars. Still not done completely. Thank you for that redemption there, Brune. Appreciate that. Yes, people for the longest time were trying to tell me to redeem or to make redemptions for my channel. So there they are. I made those redemptions. So use them. All right, so I'm going to make some like ventilation things. Dinner time. I forget what dinner time is. What is dinner time? Oh, we're not on survival right now. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I can't redeem dinner time because I'm on creative. What can I do in what can I do as a substitute since I'm in creative? What do you guys think? Eating creative. All right. Here, I'll eat a cookie. I know I was you to make the redeem. All right, there we go. I'm eating a cookie. Are you happy? Okay, that's enough of the cookie. Oh my goodness. All right, so there's that. What are we gonna do for the windows up here? See, I'd like to use the fences, but yeah, that's not gonna work. We got to use a full block something. I I definitely am not going to use glass. The only other option that I have is trapdoors. Red might be a little bit too colorful. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's a little bit much. That's not terrible. But I don't like that either. This is our only other option. I guess it's just gonna have to work because we don't have any other options. And I think once we add in the other details and whatnot, I think that's gonna make a big difference. Dark oak. You were so bad at eating in survival, man. Yeah, well, you know, survival's not really my thing. This is what I like to do. I like to build. I'm not really into this game for survival. I do like playing in survival. Simply for, you know, the kicks and giggles of it. I like harvesting stuff and it's fun, but ultimately my jam is what I'm doing right now. All right, something is like significantly off here, and having a hard time placing exactly what it is. Okay, I think this is where we're going to make the tack room entrance right here. Or the loft entrance. So like there's going to be like a stair here coming up into the loft space. I think it's there we go. I think that will take care of our issue. Another thing that I think will make a big difference is some texturing. There we go, there's that. As for the stone brick, not quite sure yet. Also, maybe some buttons. Periodic buttons will make a difference. Because you guys know that in vanilla is like, you know, random buttons is the thing to do. You can kind of imagine they're like nails or something. I don't know. Also, another thing that I think would help is maybe that above each. I love biomes, guys. Biomes are great. I really am happy with biomes. Biomes just are just the best. Just the best. Couldn't be happier. Hey, that's pretty decent, I guess. Yeah, and you know, there's strategic ways to use them. Like you'll see I used a few buttons there. I try not to overdo it, but I find buttons to be a very good supplemental detail that definitely adds to the overall consistency of the build. Man, that looks nice. I like this. Yeah. I'm pretty cool with that. There's the stable that Django was suggesting earlier. This was actually Django's idea to put a building back here against the wall. And I think that was a fantabulous idea. I need some stone stairs and stone slab. All right, looks pretty decent. I do feel like I could have a little bit of greenery up here, though. Let's put a little bit of grass up here. Okay. Don't worry, I'll fix it. No, it's okay. I just haven't changed the biome yet. There's still some bits that I need to change back. Wind, sweat. Okay, and then we got to do the same thing here. Do a quick relog. Do you have something? No, I was just playing with you, Kurgan. I was just playing with you. I'm sure Django would have some suggestions. No, I don't. I was just messing with you. My philosophy is you do what you want to do. You want to play Baldur's Gate, go for it. If you feel inspired to build or to texture helmets, go for it. Django's always going to have a suggestion. If I know Django, he's going to have suggestions for helmets. That's for sure. Okay, and then I'm going to flew that on in there. Yikes. All right, we're gonna have to change the angle of this so that it's a straight shot. Here we go. Yeah, when it's those weird angle things, it's just vanilla. Just it's not happy. It's not happy. That, on the other hand, I can work with that, even though it's not clean like I want it to be. It is doable, at least. Yeah, that way I can actually do something with this. Oh, Kurgan, what did you get yourself into? Technically, I kind of got you into that. Maybe later. For now, I gotta get ready for work. Yeah, I gotta go here soon too. In fact, it is technically time for me to get off right now, but I'm gonna go a little bit longer because my family's waking up, and then we're about to go out and get some breakfast. We're going to go to our favorite coffee shop and have a good morning. But I got a little bit longer that I can be on here and get some progress in. Man, I'm all excited. I get 10 days off, guys. 10 days. So you can imagine I'm probably going to be building quite a bit. As long as things go as they should go. Now, a few of those days I'm going to be with my parents. I'm going to go spend some time with them. But for the most part, I will be relatively unhindered, which makes me happy. I have been looking forward to some time off for too long. Especially since it's been such a busy week. I've had like barely no time to get on. It's just been so much going on. But here I am finally able to get on and get some building in. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. There we go. All right. Hey, Mad Z, Merry Christmas to you as well. Time to go build me another tree. All right, Brune, enjoy. We'll see you around. All right, Django, Merry Christmas to you as well. I'll see you around. Yeah, you're not going to miss much. I'm almost done myself. Okay, I kind of like that. Looks a little strange right now, but with future detailing, I think that will come together quite nicely. I think I'm going to make some like a modular addition on the back here. Definitely needs it because there really isn't that much space in this building. It's very... So like there needs to be an extension where the stairs are. Because there's like legitimately just enough room for a few rooms in here. In fact, I might even just make this mostly a bunk room. So I want the stairs to be like right here. Yeah, that's probably a big enough extension. Just starting that, I'll be less active in chat. Okay. Yes, Merry Christmas to all of you. I won't be getting a stream in before Christmas again. This is my only stream for now. Hopefully I can get another one in on I think maybe Tuesday. I might be able to get a stream in. Don't hold me to that though. It depends on things. I think I'm just gonna make that into another hip roof right there. And then I do want to try to add in. I want to try to do. Okay, we have a 3. We could do that. Yeah, we could do this. Let's see what time is it? 6:59. Okay. Actually, let's start it over here. depth thing. Vanilla depth. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, it's a nice little something going on right there. I'm going to need that. And I'm going to need that. There we go. So that's a window for our stairs. You know what? I think we're actually going to use stained glass here. Let's use, generally the white glass goes really well with that dark masonry. And then let's do this with that again. There we go. Hey, Blue Sky. Welcome to the stream. How are you today? I must feel like something needs to be right here. But what? I don't know yet. Oh, I know it needs to go there. Oh, I can't do that. Actually, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Let's do... Here we go. There we go. We'll just do it sort of, something like that. This is something that I'm trying to do for this building specifically, is add in lots of these little, spots of death. Spots of death. Spots of depth. Yeah, just give me 1 second there, Blue Sky. Let me just do this little inset right here. And I will show you what's going on. We are building a Citadel. Let me up the render distance a little bit more. That's what I have so far. We gotta render that in. I'm not sure if you saw the YouTube short or not, but we've gotten that all the houses are new. I have not had that much time to build in the past 2 weeks. And so I've got very little progress done, but at least I got the houses squared away. If I didn't have all the stuff that I had to do last 2 weeks, I could have probably had all this area kind of squared away too. But yeah, there's just a lot to do. But I'm off for the next 10 days. So my goal is to get another video out by the 2nd, January 2nd. Well, January 1st is when I want to have it out. So that gives me 9 days to fill this out and make it into something. There's quite a bit more over here too. Yeah, Barun, did you see my YouTube short? I think every 5 YouTube shorts, I'll make an actual long video. Because I figured by 5 YouTube shorts, I'll probably have a lot done. And I'll have to do something somewhat significant for the video, but I don't know. Probably not any time lapses or anything. I don't have the time to dedicate to doing time lapse builds. Thank you, Brain Free. I appreciate that. Lots to do. What's going to really bring this view into place is there's going to be a Coliseum right here. Kind of built in a little bit. Probably right about there. Because I want houses to be on the outside of it too. But it's going to be an octagonal Coliseum with towers on each corner. And it's going to be pretty high. It's going to be like up to here. And yeah, looking up at that, that is going to look nice. And of course, the houses, that's going to be the wealthy district. And the houses in the wealthy district will be very tall as well. And that's going to make a big difference too. So the skyline still has a lot more, there's going to be a lot more to it, which is going to change a lot of things. Obviously, the poor district, or the lower middle class, is very, smaller houses. So I am lagging like crazy right now, but no wonder. I got 36 render distance on right now, so we'll turn that back to 16. Get back a little bit more done. 7:06. Okay, so I do got to go here soon, guys. I'll probably head off at 7:15, which means I got about 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna try to throw in a few more little blocks here and there and get something done. Okay, that's too much, I think. Probably knock those down. Something like that. I don't know. That doesn't even look good. Maybe what I'm gonna do is this. I think this will probably be a better solution. Gonna need some stair blocks. We're gonna pop those in like so. And we're gonna do that. There we go. It's not so bad, I guess. And we're gonna do that right like so. That there. Now that doesn't feel very, yeah, I don't know. That's a little bit better. Still not quite what I want, but it's okay. There's still going to be a lot of, there's still a lot that needs to be done to get this where I want it to be, but, yeah, I guess what we'll do right now is we'll just do a little walk around because I'm just about to head out. Get that out of my inventory and we'll go for a walk. That was strange. Interesting. Did you guys notice that? My hand was invisible. So there's going to be garrisons all over the place. This is a smaller garrison right here. Then this is a larger garrison right here. And then there's going to be yet another garrison over here. So there's like, pretty much there's like just garrisons at strategic points all throughout the city. Places where obviously the soldiers and city guard in different units of the military would stay. This is going to be a guardhouse right here. Now, something I really like about this, see, oh wow, that looks horrible. Oh, it's just, okay. Shader. There's always something wrong with these shaders. I really wanted there to be a moat in front of this gate here. So that's why I designed that in. I wanted a drawbridge to the gate. So I'm glad I was able to put that in. I really like that entrance. And it'll open up into a large courtyard with a... I'd like there to be a statue, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do a statue. I think it's going to just be one of those, like, what is it, like a Roman colonnade kind of in the middle. Probably like just a big circular courtyard type of thing with houses, tall houses built all the way around it with a road going that way and then a road going that way. So it's going to be sort of like this little tri thing, and it's going to be like completely enclosed in with these houses except for the roads leading out. And even then, like, the road will probably be going underneath like a large tower or a large building. So like you'll have like these tunnels. So it'll feel like when you're in the middle of the courtyard, you'll feel completely enclosed. And there's going to be like tunnels to get out, like to go out the gate or something like that. So looking forward to that. The houses in here are going to be far more colorful and huge. Like each house is going to be like a mansion. That's the plan. They're going to be, the very wealthy up here, and each house is going to have like a garden, maybe a pool or something. I don't know. We'll see. Mainly so that the interiors can actually be kind of decent. It's really hard to build decent interiors in vanilla. Come down through here. I'm going to be upgrading this. That needs to be upsized and modified. Still a lot of work I got to be doing through here. This is going to be a stable right here. Place to put horses, and I'm also going to have more stables over here. There's going to be stables right there. Lots of places for horses. Got to have. The idea is you put your horses in a stable and then walk through the city. This is all going to be a canal. Everything over on this side is industrial. So you're going to have warehouses, a lot of makers, like maybe smelters. Haven't fully thought about it yet. This is going to be more like a dirty area. The palace is going to be right up here. And it's going to be sort of resembling the Beauclair Palace, obviously in the style that I'm building in. It's going to have tiers of gardens leading up to it, and then tiers of defenses on the outside of that. Somewhere I'm going to have docks, probably right here. But I'm going to make a large enclosed bay. So yeah, I'll probably have docks over here. Technically, I should have some over there. I don't know. I have not gotten that far. But there will be docks and probably build a few boats. These are all just plans. If I'll actually do it, we'll see. It's a very large project. But I'm having fun with it. So, cool. There's going to be a cathedral here. The back end is going to be facing that way. And then the front's going to be facing that way. And it's going to be up on top of a mountain, just like over there. Actually, I do need to check something really quick. Let's see, what's what's the world height? Okay, this is the 131. Okay, I might need to actually build it lower. Simply because I don't I don't want to peak world height without finishing the roof. That would suck. That does create a complication. It's going to be a large building. Then the only way to get to that island that the cathedral's on is by a bridge, which will probably be from up here. And it'll go across. Because that island is only going to be accessed from the main city over here. And there's going to be more stuff over here like the bank, whatever else. And then down low, you're going to have obviously the waterway, probably like a middle class district down low, kind of continuing around built into the cliffs type of deal. And kind of like a Venice style, I guess, kind of built into the water. Because this is a fairly large canal, so I'd imagine you'd be able to use that fairly decently well for accessing different parts of the city. Hey, Busy. Zoo Busy, welcome to the stream. I'm actually just about to head off. My family just woke up. It is 7 a.m. I hear them thumping around upstairs. My eldest is taking a bath. You can hear there's the water running. He usually takes baths in the morning. But today's stream, we got this sort of squared away. It's not finished, but at least got something done. Mainly it was showing you guys what's going on. But yeah, so little by little, guys, we're getting some progress in, and hopefully we'll get some more done throughout the week and get another video out by January 1st. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you all. Looking forward to seeing you guys again. See you next week, probably around Tuesday, and we'll get some more done. So till then, have a great day. Have a great night. And Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.